That's the setting for the Hornets. For Washington, the stars have aligned, performing better than last season. You can feel the energy and excitement around this club as they continue their upward trend. Hornets, Wizards, coming up next on 2K Sports. Coming to you live on this Tuesday night, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. Chris Webber's joining us at the broadcast table alongside Greg Anthony and David Aldridge on the sideline. This is Kevin Harlan. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thanks very much. The Wizards have struggled the last couple of years, so some people were surprised that Bradley Beal signed an extension there. Beal said, "Today, a lot of stars want to team up. No knock, but I'm a firm believer in sticking with what you got. If I win a championship in D.C., that'll hold way more weight than if I just left and tried to get one." Kevin?
Oh, I love that story. David, thank you. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Take a look at the 76ers. They're moving on up. 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
Check it out, Charlotte, man. They believe they can be more competitive than they've shown. It's still very early in the season, so the optimism for a successful run is still there.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. They've got P.J. Washington. All out there with Devontae Graham. And there's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Hayward in at the small forward position. And for the Wizards, Bryant is out there with Mo Wagner. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Brown in at the 3 spot. And for teams already exceeding expectations, Greg, their spirits are running sky high right now.
Kev, it's always a great feeling to come out strong, but it is hard to maintain that consistency.
Yeah,
the teams that do, you know, they believe in themselves and they keep playing to their strengths.
Why is consistency so hard?
You know, because you're not playing against yourself. And we're human. And, Kevin, as great as you are as a broadcaster, you probably have had some days where you didn't feel as good as you did other days. And that's no different for a guy competing at this level.
My friend, that's it. Oh!
He uses his finesse to get flashy. And Westbrook is an elite above the rim finisher.
Graham kicks to Biyombo. Back to Graham. To the inside, and stolen by Wagner. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way, and Hayward with the block. And it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Outside Westbrook. Shoots over Graham. Westbrook can't get it to go. Here's Charlotte. Pass to Washington. And it's sent back by Bryant.
For the timing and energy on display, Bryant positioning himself well and just slapping the ball back.
Now here's Graham. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
I mean, and you look at his free throw numbers. I mean, this shows you how much pressure he put on the defense.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. For Washington, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Westbrook passes to Wagner. Hornets with the rebound.
They're struggling here early. 1 for 5 now. The D has them bottled up so far.
Biyombo finds Graham. Now here's Ball. Charlotte moving the ball around. Here's Washington. Biyombo trying to break free. Washington, that's good. Washington's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Strong inside play from Washington. I mean, he gets it to go in with the aggressive play.
Greg, maybe not the tallest big in the league, but Washington's reach is the great equalizer.
He stands only 6'7", but that 7'2" wingspan, it allows him to play big, snatch rebounds in traffic, and make contested shots in the paint. I think the young fella's got a bright future.
Here's Ball. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. They get Russell Westbrook. The Hornets shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. The first free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. Here's Westbrook. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against San Antonio.
Yeah, and as good of a scorer as he was in that game, he was even a better passer. A lot of assists for him.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. This their first chance this season playing Charlotte.
And they were able to take the season series in that matchup last year, but overall, 2 teams that were very similar in the standings.
Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Russell Westbrook.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
And Bryant kicks to Brown. Biombo with the block. A shot by Hayward, wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Hayward's got 5.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
They've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and then that helps account for their lead.
Here's Westbrook. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. Beal against Ball. Beal's shot is good.
Well, yeah, Bill is used to coming up against tough defenses. He welcomes the challenge they present.
And so Graham will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
You got to be locked in on the road. I mean, when there's no cohesiveness on defense, you're in danger.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Westbrook passes to Beal. Back to Westbrook, and Wagner has it in the corner. Bryant controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, not the most explosive athlete. Bryant beats you with a nice combination of skill and size.
Westbrook against Graham. Down low. Washington, that's good. 6 points for him.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Wizards trail by 9. Now Beal. He's coming off a 19-point game against San Antonio. Wagner. A rebound by Washington. The Hornets have gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. Graham surveying the floor. Hayward outside. And there's the pass to Biombo. 6 to shoot.
And a move Hayward perfected last season, coming to a full stop in the lane and hitting that little short jumper.
Yeah, Greg. I mean, he'd stop and defenders would just keep going. Every player uses different tactics to create separation. For Hayward, that became his go-to move off the bounce.
First free throw is good.
And with Hayward, you get a little bit of everything: the scoring, the passing, the rebounding. I mean, an all-around threat.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Wizards trail by 11. Passes to Bryant. Outside, Beal. Right wing, beyond the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
Nice smooth stroke that time on Wagner's shot there. I mean, his team's got him set up perfectly to knock it down.
And here is Graham. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him to the right side. Here's Ball, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Bradley Beal picks one up. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
And you know what? The work he's put in at the line starting to pay off. How about 78% on the season?
The first one falls. Ball hits them both.
And doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
To the middle, here's Bryant. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Bryant's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Oh, great display of unselfishness. Westbrook is solid at realizing when one of his guys is open.
Washington passes to Biyombo. Hayward outside. Wants to get it to Biyombo and does. Banked in off the glass.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Wizards trail by 10. Westbrook with it. A rebound by Washington.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
The shot's good from Gordon Hayward.
How about he has yet to miss? 4-4 to start.
Here's Westbrook. That's tipped.
The risk of rejection is real. When Washington's around you, you got to be extra careful around him. If his performance this quarter is any indication, I don't think he's the one who's going to let them out of the hole.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Back to Westbrook. Tries a 3. And it's Westbrook again missing.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Here's Washington, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against Washington.
Well, an instinctual scorer with a strong build, Washington puts opponents in compromising defensive positions.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. free throw good from Washington. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see, because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Smith on the wing. Over in the corner, Bertans.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
Pass to Bridges. Puts it up from 15. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. And the Hornets lead by 18.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Washington calls timeout. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Live by the three, die by the three. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
And when you're not connecting from deep, you got to mix it up. I mean, look to score inside more. They didn't do enough of that.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. He kicks it to Len. There's the dish to Beal. Over in the corner, Bertans. Smith outside. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Len. Will it go? And Rozier pulls it down. Hornets leading by 18. Inside, Zeller, and the dunk by Zeller.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
They decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
Outside, Beal. Bridges with the steal. 3-on-3. Here's Hayward, and Hayward with the stuff.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Smith kicks to Beal. Dishes to Len. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Wizards shooting their first free throws of the night.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Len. Just you look at last year's all-defensive first-teamers, 4 out of 5 of those guys were 6'10" or taller. Clearly, size is an advantage.
Yeah, size or at least length. I mean, long arms, you know, with that comes blocks, steals, and deflections. You know, as long as you can move your feet, though, bigger is better.
He doesn't get the second one. Hornets leading by 21. Monk for 3. Hachimura grabs the miss. Bertans against Rozier. Bertans, the pass to Len. Back to Bertans. 5 to shoot. Here's Smith. And it's denied.
Oh, nice defense from Bridges. When he hustles like this, he's capable of swatting shots.
Charlotte is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Now, here's Monk. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Bertans grabs the board.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
In the corner, Smith with it. Misses the 3. Charlotte in total control. Rozier looking around. Now the pass to Zeller. Over Bertans. A nice shot by Zeller. Zeller's got his second bucket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Smith dishes to Len. To the inside. Hachimura lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And look at Hachimura making good use of his length. I mean, he goes up inside and reaches through to a shot.
1:58 left in the first. Monk kicks to Rozier. Bertans defending. They get it back. Comes up empty down low.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Smith the pass to Beal. Back to Smith. Lets it go with a three. No good. Shot missing. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. Rozier with the ball. Now guarded by Len. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Smith's running. Passes it to Hachimura. Smith trying to break loose. Hachimura, no good. Here's Charlotte. They're on an 18-7 run. Here's Rozier. 14 points from him the last game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
Yeah, and don't forget about his passing. I mean, he didn't forget about his teammates. He was spreading the ball all over the floor.
Wizards trail by 21. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Cody Zeller. The Wizards shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Len. Abdias checked in for the Wizards. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Now here's Monk, the fast break chance. 34 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And Zeller kicks to Bridges. They get the rebound. And the dunk by Zeller.
Okay, he's putting that 7-foot frame to good use. I mean, Zeller pounding the glass.
And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Beal's got his second bucket tonight.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Smith against Rozier. Shoots from the line. Good on the shot.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor, just in total control so far.
So it's Gordon Hayward making things happen for Charlotte. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And we chatted with Bradley Beal recently, who touched upon the joys of playing at home.
Being yourself, being in your own comfortable setting, and then an arena packed full of your own fans rooting and cheering you on. That's constant motivation and just energy, that puts us into this mindset that we have to win at home.
You know, Gray, it goes without saying just how important playing at home is.
It's a matter of pride, making your opponent feel uncomfortable. Two advantages that erode when you lose in your own house.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin for the Hornets here, guys.
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Showing no mercy right now. The shooters look frustrated, seeing so many of their shots get stifled.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at the Wizards. Manning the backcourt, it's Smith and Beal. Alex Len out there with Rui Hachimura. And it's Avdia in at the three, the small forward. Rozier against Smith. Now, here's Rozier, guarded closely. Kicks it to Bridges, just 5 to shoot. Rozier against Smith, and there's Rozier on the assist for Bridges.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Now Smith. He's coming off a 13-point game against San Antonio.
And talk about playing small. Last year, Charlotte had Rozier and Devontae Graham on the floor together for much of the time. Both players right around 6'1". But you know what? They held their own.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
And here is Rozier. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. And of course, Rozier played a fair amount of off guard before he came to Charlotte.
And Kevin, back in Boston, he learned how to move without the ball, where to spot up. And those may have been hard lessons early on, but the development paid off. Rozier's become a much more versatile talent.
For Charlotte, they have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
And the first one at the line is good. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to, how about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future. And floor spacing is key for any offense, and that's what makes having a center like Bryant so valuable.
Yeah, GA, his confidence from beyond the arc grows every year. Has a smooth shot release, nice touch, can pop it right over the top of pretty much any defender. He's only going to get better.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
But what you appreciate about Bryant is his hustle. I mean, a former second-round draft pick who continues to make his mark in the league.
Both free throws good from Bryant. Hornets leading by 20. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Ball feeling it out a bit. Back to Graham. Takes a three. Rebound, Washington. They host the Kings after this game. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Brown against Ball. Brown the pass to Avdia. The Wizards working the ball around now. Just 4 to shoot. And finish off by Bryant.
Well, there's a purpose to Bryant's game. Play with energy, attack the basket, and give your teammates a good target on the lob pass.
Pass to Biombo. And the Hornets miss again.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Westbrook kicks to Brown. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game. Pass the ball. To the paint. Here's Biombo. That misses off the backboard. Wizards trail by 15. Here's Westbrook. It's tipped, and they get it back. Now, here's Avdia. Defended by Bridges. Avdia can't hit. And so Graham will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. 22 is their biggest lead. Here's Bridges. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And one of the things that stands out when you see Bridges, that explosive leaping ability.
But yeah, he gets off the ground quickly and makes adjustments in mid-air. There's a smoothness to his athleticism. He's still putting it all together, but there's a lot to work with.
He's off on the first.
You know, Bridges takes a lot of pride in his hometown of Flint, Michigan. Shout out to the Flintstones. That's great to see. I mean, he holds a basketball camp there. That community is always close to his heart.
Washington's checked in for Charlotte. Wizards trail by 16. Outside Westbrook. Avdia with it. No points in the game yet for him. Biombo with the block.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. The Wizards have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. The pass to Avdia. Back to Westbrook. Bryant looking over the floor. Now, here's Avdia. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Hornets leading by 18. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And then Washington with the dunk.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Here's Westbrook. The Wizards with another miss.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
Here's Graham. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Brown outside.
Well, given Wagner's size and strength, he has the appropriate build to succeed above the rim.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Biombo, rebounded by the Wizards. Outside Westbrook. Inside. And that one's good. Wagner. Wagner's got 7 points.
I don't know how Wagner keeps that on target through the contact. A show of strength and concentration.
To the middle. Biombo, the pass to Bridges.
And let's take a look at some numbers for Brown. He's putting up about 5 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he continues to hone his game. I think the potential is there.
Oh, yeah, you can see the potential, but it's raw. He needs to keep refining that skill set.
First free throw is good. And Washington making a change here. Berton is checked in. Gordon Hayward's checked in for the Hornets. And so he makes both from the line. Wizards trail by 20. Passes it to Bertans. Back to Westbrook. Free throw line jump shot. Gordon Hayward comes up with the rebound.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Pass to Graham. Back to Hayward. Over to the wing. Bridges dishes to Graham. And the Hornets miss again. The Wizards have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Here's Westbrook. Gets it to fall, but still just 2 for 10 from the floor this game.
Oh, showing the muscle right there. I love how Westbrook takes on all comers when he's trying to score.
The drive-by ball, and Ball slams it in.
And a long wind-up and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for Washington. And finished off by Westbrook.
And that's just the competitive spirit of Westbrook. He's always eager to make a statement at the rim.
Hornets leading by 18. Now Graham. Hayward left side. Launches a three. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Brown outside. Hayward with some nice D.
He's been cold, and it's been hurting him. The D, was ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it.
To the wing right side. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And Miles is aggressive. He's at his best, taking it to the rack.
So here's Westbrook. 6 points for him. Pass to Bertans. Down low. Avdia kicks to Brown. The Wizards working the ball around now. And it's Westbrook missing. Charlotte has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Bridges shot. Good.
Well, because of his size and strength, Bridges is able to take advantage of defenders inside.
Here's Bertans. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Alex Len's checked in for Mo Wagner. Hachimura comes in for Avdia. Bradley Beal's checked in for Troy Brown. And Smith subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Zeller, he's checked in for the Hornets. Terry Rozier comes in for Ball. Beal, the pass to Len. Clock at 6. From deep. And the call will be against Alex Len. That's his first foul. Charlotte leading by 22. And here is Graham. Hayward outside. Jacks up a three. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Hayward's got 16 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass.
Washington's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. There's the pass to Bertans. He kicks it to Len. Beal against Graham. The offensive rebound. Len. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Graham with the ball. Passes it to Rozier. To the inside. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Bertans. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That's his first foul. So it's Washington now. Out to Smith from outside the arc.
Just doesn't seem to have it here in the second quarter.
That one's off to a rough 0 for 6 start for him. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And using his athleticism to his advantage, like when Bridges goes up and finishes alley-oops.
And there's a minute 45 left in the second quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Bertans in the post. Defended by Bridges, and he recovers it. And so here's Charlotte. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Beal against Rozier. Hayward kicks to Graham. Doubled by Smith. 5 on the clock. Rozier for 3. Here's Zeller. Second chance shot. Rebound, Washington. Land's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now here is Smith. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Bertans finds Smith. Makes that one after missing his first 6 shot attempts. 1 for 7 and hungry for more.
Oh, Smith is a fighter, someone who usually doesn't back down from anyone, especially on these types of shots.
Pass to Rozier. The basket is good off the assist from Graham. Graham's got 9 assists now tonight. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Smith surveying the D. Here's Len with the putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Hachimura's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Playing his role, captures the rebound and gets it right back up. Good job by Hachimura.
Graham against Smith. Here's Graham. They grab their own miss.
Yeah, Zeller is a talent you can't leave unchecked inside. He'll take that shot every chance he gets.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. The Hornets on top, just dominating this one. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. Gordon Hayward wasting no time getting hot. He had 16 points, 2 block shots, and 1 assist. And for a team that's never made the conference final, Shaq, it's no wonder the Hornets have also never had a regular season MVP.
Kemba Walker, Larry Johnson, Alonzo Mourning, Derek Curry, great former Hornets who never had that one magical year.
Muggsy Bogues.
Kendall
Gill.
But lately, talent cupboard has been there.
The low attendance numbers reflect the lack of stars on the roster, but I think MJ and the rest of that team and that organization will get it better.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Really an incredible game from Gordon Hayward.
As impressive as the block totals are from him early on, they don't even tell the whole story. He's changed countless others.
The blocks are impressive, no doubt, but his intimidation factor actually prevents certain shots from ever being taken at all.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. Washington out there with Hayward. Then it's Ball. Then there's Devontae Graham. And it's Biyombo at the pivot, manning the middle.
This is Bryant at his best, getting physical inside and drawing a good foul.
Washington shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Two.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Bryant. And so Graham will bring it up for the Hornets. Pass to Washington. Shot clock at 6. Graham with the bucket.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah, horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Washington shooting has been wayward so far, only 37% from the floor. Westbrook dishes to Beal, and the pass to Bryant. Over Graham. That one off the back iron and out. Hornets leading by 23.
And thinking back, Biyombo selected 7th overall because of the pre-draft measurements and workouts, which were unreal.
Well, he has a 7'6" wingspan, flashed tremendous speed for his size. He also has showed a mature, positive attitude. He can speak 5 languages. Scouts came away impressed with his total package.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Back to Ball. It's stolen by Bryant. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Biyombo with the block. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. And then Washington with the dunk.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
No, because it's gone dead silent in this arena. What a fantastic performance here on the road.
Westbrook kicks to Brown. Outside Westbrook. Six on the shot clock, and finished off by Westbrook.
It's constant pressure that Westbrook puts on the defense. He never stops coming right at you.
And when you think about being fashion forward, Russell Westbrook's fearlessness extends to his game day outfits.
Well, come on, G.A. Russ lives by the motto, why not? I mean, the same reckless abandon we see on the court, yeah, it's reflected in his clothing.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
A guy I view as the ultimate competitor. Westbrook's effort level is second to none, and it lifts his entire team.
Pass to Washington. Kicks to Hayward. Back to Washington. Here's Ball. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Ball's got 10.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Westbrook against Graham. And Westbrook gets it to go.
He has this shot in his bag. I mean, I like when Westbrook looks to shoot from there.
Charlotte leading by 22. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2. Whoa, what a finish!
Run that back. I want to see the replay now.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Outside, Beal. Looking to get it going. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And we so often talk about the elite scoring, but Beal's playmaking is now reaching that same level.
Yeah, it just shows you how talented and unselfish he is. All he wants to do is win, and that talent requires help from your teammates. So he uses his vision and instincts and ability to keep them involved.
And that one falls for Beal. And you know, we often talk about Beal's skill set and his finesse. He can play a very physical game as well, Greg.
He doesn't have a choice. I mean, he had 4 brothers who all played football in college, so he kind of grew up around the physicality. And you can also tell Beal's taking his strength and conditioning seriously, especially after having the lower body injury issues earlier in his career.
No, very quietly, Beal has matured into one of the game's best 2 guards. He's a strong playmaker, a dynamite scorer, and a solid defender.
There's the double team with Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Monk with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and then Washington with the dunk.
What footwork by Washington. Works the play to perfection and gets free for a nice shot.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Westbrook passes to Wagner. Inside, here's Brown. No good on that one. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. Monk kicks to Washington. Beal against Ball. In the corner, it's Monk. Fires the 3. Rebound by the Wizards. Brown the pass to Beal. Bryant with it. Covered by Biyombo. Pass to Wagner. Shoots. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Wagner's got 9.
I mean, Wagner can hit a long jumper, but he's at home inside.
Ball against Beal. To the middle. Here's Washington. And it's sent back by Bryant. And he gets it back. And it's Washington missing. And the foul called on P.J. Washington. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Avdia's checked in for Brown. And I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Wizards trail by 20.
Don't let him shoot that.
Now, Avdia. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Westbrook kicks to Bryant. And another miss by Washington. For Charlotte, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Here's Washington. Tries again. And it's sent back by Bryant. But they get it back. Graham, the pass to Ball. And he slams it one-handed.
He just bangs down the one-handed.
2 very easy points right here. And here's Westbrook. He's got 13. Got a piece of it. They retain possession. Count that bucket. Bryant's got 4 this quarter. Hornets leading by 20. Back to Ball. To the paint. Here's Washington. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 8th assist in the game. The Wizards shooting right around 42% from the field since the start of the second half. Here's Beal. Got a hand on it. Now, here's Monk. Not a lot of room. Rebound, Washington.
Yeah, that one put him over the limit, and it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. And the first one at the line is good. Washington making some changes. Alex Lenz checked in for Mo Wagner. Bertines comes in for Bryant. And Rui Hachimura's subbed in for Beal. Charlotte also making some changes. Cody Zeller comes in for P.J. Washington. And it's Rozier in for Devontae Graham. He hits both from the stripe.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Ball, the pass to Rozier. Count the basket. Rozier's got 8 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Westbrook with it. He's got 13. He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Two.
First one falls for him. Smith checked in for the Wizards. The Hornets also with a sub. Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Ball. And Russell Westbrook drops them both. Hornets leading by 20. Now, here's Rozier. He's got 8. To the wing on the left. Bridges inside the three-point line. The wing jumper off target. And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
Two shots.
The first free throw is good.
I like that he's playing with an edge here in the second half. I mean, he didn't get to the line once in the first half.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. So Rozier will bring it up for Charlotte. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Monk for 3. Hachimura grabs the miss. Wizards trail by 18. Bounce pass from Westbrook. The Wizards working the ball around now. And the 3 off target. The Hornets have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Here's Rozier. He's got 8 to the left side wing. For 3, Bridges. Len grabs the board. Len's got 5 rebounds tonight. Rozier against Hachimura. Up and in on the layup. Hachimura's got 6.
Well, look, the fast break gets a strong finish from Hachimura, and he's good at staying active and finding ways to help.
Pass to Zeller. Now Rozier. 6 to shoot. The shot comes out, and it's Washington the other way. Rozier with the steal. By himself, the big dunk at the end of the break.
That all started with Rozier's steal. A heady play right there.
Wizards trail by 18. It's deflected. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Monk. And the dunk by Zeller.
Oh, that's because the big fella Zeller sprinted down the floor with his incredible speed. He's smart at knowing what routes to run on the floor.
Here's Westbrook. He's got 17. Now the pass to Hachimura. Back to Westbrook. And he banks in the layup. Westbrook's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Taking things into his own hands. He's been a beast this quarter.
Passes it to Bridges. In the corner, it's Monk. Bridges passes to Rozier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tipped away. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. And he uses the glass on the layup. Smith's got his second basket of the night.
Wow. The high activity of Smith is what creates these chances, using his quickness incredibly well.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first.
And the talk in their huddle is going to be about taking care of the basketball. I mean, their turnover numbers are terrible.
And the Wizards making a change here. Beal's checked in. Biombo, he's checked in for Charlotte. Gordon Hayward comes in for Malik Monk. And here is Rozier. He's got 8. High post Zeller. Len on him. Bridges for 3. Len grabs the board. Len's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Bertanis. Biombo with the block. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Hachimura kicks to Beal. Here's Westbrook. Here's Len.
And registering one of the highest verticals at the NBA Combine, Zeller can send your shot back.
Hornets leading by 16. Rozier with the ball. Now, here's Bridges. Three-pointer. And it's Rozier missing.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Beal, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Beal's got 12 in the game.
This is Beal's game. A fantastic catch-and-shoot guy. He wastes no time in getting it out of his hands.
Hayward outside. The 3. Rebounded by the Wizards. Hachimura's got 4 rebounds in this game. And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
And Hachimura's given name, Rui, means fortress in Japanese. And that's what he looks like out there. He's worked hard in the weight room, sports a solid frame with a terrific core and that great lower body strength.
And he knocks down the first one. And you combine Hachimura's power with that 7'2" wingspan, Greg. He's physically built to succeed in a positionless NBA.
And add to that, Kevin, he's got solid athleticism along with a versatile skill set. Hachimura still needs to work on creating off the dribble, shooting the jump shot with consistency, but with his work ethic, there's a good chance he turns those into strength. And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. 55 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Westbrook. He's got 19. Now Hachimura. Right side Westbrook. Clock at 4. Back to Hachimura. Shoots over Bridges. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Hornets leading by 14. Pass to Rozier. Down low. Here's Zeller. And the dunk by Zeller.
The versatility to play in the high post as well as alongside the baseline. Zeller does have places to get his buckets, which have been piling up tonight.
Beal up top. Defended by Hayward. Biombo with the block.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
We've seen him miss a couple from the line so far, going 2 for 4. That free throw good from Len. That one misses. Hayward passes to Bridges. Here's Rozier. He's covered by Westbrook. Here's Bridges. Here's Zeller. And the miss.
Bill has quick instincts on D. He's fantastic at getting his hands up to contest shots.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Hornets ahead, up by 15. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with Coach Scott Brooks.
All we're thinking about is offense. Let's get back to what we do. Defense first, and then let's score for that. Let's not worry about our offense. Our shots are going to fall.
Craig, he's imploring his team to be better on defense.
The effort hasn't been there. They need to step it up on that side of the floor.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. We've got Russell Westbrook, Rui Hachimura out there with Brown. Then there's Len, and it's Beal in at the two-guard spot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Wizards trail by 18. Poked away. Outside for Beal. And here's Westbrook from the arc. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Biombo's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Rozier for 3. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Oh, beautiful looking 3-ball from Rozier, really expanding his range.
And this next draft, Chris, expected to be the last year of the one-and-done rule. Do you approve of the league once again letting high schoolers be drafted?
Well, yeah, I think if we're finally catching back up with the world, if a man can do the various things that you could do after turning 18, why wouldn't you be allowed to go to a job and make money for your family? So, yeah, I definitely think it's the right thing to do.
Graham in the corner. Zeller. Rebounded by the Wizards. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Wow, rising up with force. I love it when Hachimura elects to dunk it. Great work.
Rozier kicks to Biyombo. Back to Rozier. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Here's Biyombo. And the dunk by Zeller.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And the defense has to be aware of this. When you don't put a body on him, you pay the consequences.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Devontae Graham. That's his first foul. Washington making some changes. Mo Wagner's checked in for Alex Len. And it's Bryant in for Russell Westbrook. Washington's checked in for Charlotte. Brown dishes to Beal. And it's Biyombo with the rebound. And so Graham will bring it up for Charlotte. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Rozier against Hachimura. Biyombo, that's good.
Oh, I like the floor awareness on display from Rozier. Awesome job finding the open teammate.
Beal taking his time here. From outside, off the mark.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
Inside, here's Hayward. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
That's the combination of skill and strength. Hayward draws contact. I mean, keeps his eyes on the rim and finishes the play.
Well, you hear about the extinction of great NBA big men. Do you see it that way? And if so, Greg, is the game that has changed, or perhaps a dip in the talent at that position that has changed?
You know, you think back to the likes of Russell, Wilt, Kareem, and Hakeem, and Robinson, and Shaq. Some would say, well, we just got lucky. But in a lot of ways, we still have the dominance of the big man. They just play more outside of the paint, right? You know, Giannis.
Yep.
You look at what he can do. Anthony Davis and the way he plays the game. I mean, LeBron, in essence, is a big man. I mean, you still can dominate the game as a big. It's just that you now can actually, in some respects, have more impact because you're involved in more facets of the game.
Matthews against Hayward to stop the run. No good off the back of the rim. Charlotte's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. To the paint. And then Washington with the dunk.
Well, the defense can't let Washington get into a rhythm because once he gets going, he doesn't let up.
The Wizards have gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Here's Neto. The shot, no good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Stolen by Robinson. And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Neto, the pass to Bryant. And Matthews gets it to go in on the assist by Bryant. Matthews has got his first basket of the night. For Charlotte, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. And Charlotte can't hang on to the ball. And the Hornets making a change here. Here's Neto. He's covered by Ball. Neto, the pass to Bryant. And Bryant slams it in.
And what mobility from Bryant. I mean, this is what makes him such a dangerous threat in these pick and rolls.
Now, here's Ball. He's tightly guarded. Martin, the pass to Martin. Shoots over Matthews. And he can't bank that one in. Washington's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. To the middle, here's Bryant, and finish off by Bryant.
Well, you can't tell me his team isn't excited about how Bryant is playing tonight. I mean, he's playing with the real authority on offense.
And here is Ball. He dishes it to Martin. The feed to McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. Misses from short range.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
Robinson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Chris, we know the business of basketball is red hot. Franchise values are skyrocketing. And not only that, Chris, the NBA is America's most popular sport among those 34 and younger.
Well, yeah, it was cool, Kevin. That bodes well for the future, right? It wouldn't surprise me in the next decade or so if the NBA became the premier sport league in the U.S.
So he gets them both. Charlotte calls timeout.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
Russell Westbrook's checked in for Robinson. Charlotte leading by 20. Rozier with the ball. Biombo, the pass to Washington.
Serious verticality from Washington. Soars up to the rim and throws it down.
And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the Wizards. Stolen by Ball. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Shooting one. Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
I mean, it all starts on the defensive end. When you're active and willing to gamble a little bit, the payoff can be big.
Free throw off from Ball. Stolen by Ball. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. And a look now at the Hornets' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, the Chicago Bulls come into town, tipping off a homestand for them. Then on Friday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat.
And you know, for that Pistons game, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
The kick out to Westbrook. Bryant passes to Beal. The floater, that's tipped. Westbrook against Rozier. And we've seen more attention given to how fans, Greg, interact with players during the games, whether it's verbal or even physical. Is that something the league's got to keep an eye on?
Absolutely. It's all about making sure that everyone is protected and respected. You know, this is entertainment, right? This is not do or die from a life standpoint, and we don't want to have things escalate.
Yeah, there's got to be some kind of barrier there. I agree. Rozier against Westbrook. Rozier kicks to Washington. And it's sent back by Bryant. Now here's Westbrook to the inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And last year, to create cap space for Anthony Davis, the Lakers traded Wagner to the Wizards, and boy, he showed a lot of promise.
Yeah, he became the first player since Yao Ming to score 30 points and pulled out 15 rebounds off the bench. And if you think that was a fluke, why don't you go back and watch the Rising Stars game? He showed he can match up with elite talent.
The first one falls.
I mean, it's important that Wagner plays with confidence. I mean, this is only going to help him get better over time.
He makes one of two that time. Charlotte leading by 21. And it's Ball in the corner. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. Ball's got 4 points in the quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Here's Hachimura. Stolen by Ball. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. And that one, good. Ball's got 10 points in just the second half.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
Yeah, and defensively, you like to see a greater effort to change ends.
Westbrook passes to Bryant. And here's Wagner, covered by Biyombo. Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Such an impressive athlete. Bill, you give him a little bit of room, he'll flush it with force.
Charlotte's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. That's a 2 from Rozier. Rebound, Washington. Wagner's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Oh, I like watching Bill finish with authority. He doesn't mess around when he's knifing his way to the basket.
Charlotte leading by 21. Outside, Ball. Three-pointer, Hayward. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. On its way from Hayward for 2. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wagner's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. Washington making some changes. Matthews, he's checked in for Rui Hachimura. Robinson comes in for Beal. And it's Ish Smith in for Russell Westbrook.
Well, that's just the nice handles of Smith. Truly a pleasure to watch him go to work with his dribble moves.
Rozier the pass to Hayward. Down low. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Wizards trail by 19. Here's Robinson. They get the rebound. Out to Smith. Yes, that goes in.
Well, that's the unpredictability of Smith. I mean, that's just a luxury, taking advantage of the weak defense in the pick and roll.
Ball against Robinson. Washington making some changes. Hachimura, he's checked in for Matthews. Bradley Beal comes in for Robinson. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Smith. Biyombo, he's checked in for the Hornets. Devontae Graham comes in for Rozier. And the Hornets call time here.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
He's been their pulse tonight, the player who's guided them to the win. And it's a win they needed coming off a loss in their last one. You know, Chris, every season we see teams in a given game or series. They just don't seem to have that same energy. What are some of the reasons teams fall flat?
Well, I think sometimes, you know, the stakes are a little bit higher in the playoffs. The other team is playing hard. Some teams have never gotten to that level before. Some teams, you know, let their guards down at times. You know, then you try to turn it on, but you're already on the ropes.
So it's the Hornets now. It's an 18-point lead. Now, Ball. Five to shoot. Three-pointer, Graham. Great D that time from Westbrook. Washington has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. That's tipped, stolen by Washington. Here's Hayward. Great D that time from Beal. Wizards shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. Ball against Hachimura. To the middle. And Bryant slams it in.
Well, because of Bryant's strong frame, he's never really afraid to absorb contact.
Bryant, no good on the free throw. Hornets leading by 16. Hayward outside. Graham against Westbrook. Bryant comes with the double team. Here's Biombo. And again, the Hornets missing.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
It's tipped, and they're able to recover, and he makes that one. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. Graham, the pass to Washington. Over Bryant. Rebound by the Wizards. Bryant's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Westbrook. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And it's Graham missing. Wizards shooting fairly well in the fourth, around 48%.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Charlotte.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Cody Zeller.
Well, the best work he did came on the boards. Nobody can match his intensity. His rebounding played a big role in this win.
30 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Westbrook. Another miss by Westbrook. And here's Hayward. He'll bring it up for the Hornets. It's a 14-point game. Graham against Westbrook. Pass to Hayward. He gets that one.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Gordon, nice win for you guys tonight. What was the difference?
Energy. I think we play with a lot of energy, passion, especially defensively. You know, when we're all doing our job and we're playing and we're focused and we're solid defensively, we're not really having lapses, we can be a pretty good team. You know, that we don't have to walk the ball up the court, and it's not as difficult on our offense. So it all starts defensively, and I think it all starts with energy down there.
You've become one of the best young defensive teams in the league, Gordon. Thanks very much. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.